Uh, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahshua, Hashem Kadash. Double honors to your apostles and elders of Great Millstone to rule well, and Shalom to all the brothers doing the work, sincerity and truth. Yeah. Got this article on, what's the LA Times. It says, while uncharted waters, judges are banning some Capitol riot suspects from the internet. She's looking through as hell. Beverly Hills esthetician and eyelash stylist Gina Bisignano was so present on social media that the federal criminal complaint against her practically wrote itself. The story of a 52-year-old salon owner who charted a dark path of disinformation to the US Capitol on January 6th, where she allegedly grabbed a bullhorn and urged rioters to take up weapons, is backed by one social media post after another, embedded in the Department of Justice filing. There is Bisignano in her Louis Vuitton sweater, filmed in front of the Capitol, talking about her business and hometown as the riot was getting underway. There she is again addressing rioters with a rant about globalists, George Soros, and stolen votes, and again calling for weapons and gas masks, moments before a rioter attacks an officer with what appears to be a baseball bat. Now, Bisignano has gone silent online. She is not allowed on the internet, not because social media platforms banned her, but because a federal judge did. If Bisignano goes online while awaiting trial, she risks being jailed. So yeah, you had this whole, this Capitol riot thing is basically been capitalized on for a couple of things. And what you got, this chick, she was apparently there, and then it was so she was lightly just posting updating her social media with all the shit that was there, or she was just caught in footage in general, because everyone has a phone, everyone's recording. Because like as that was going on, yeah, everyone was recording. So there's just footage of her there, and it basically is, for the case against her, it's a wrap. So what does it say? So the judge basically said, look, if you go on the net, then you go in jail. So it's, the famine of the word is being accelerated. Because the funny thing with this, I was thinking, they said like what, her social media posts is backed by one social media post after another. Now technically, like, YouTube is social media, so it's the same thing. It's like for brothers, because it's the thing where it's teaching the scriptures. Regardless, it's going to become criminalized for brothers to be out doing what we're doing, and then this is, a way in the world they're doing it essentially, because she's basically pushing out. Regardless, it's like they said, look, because of what she's posted online, dangerous ideas, as they say, they're banned from being online. You go online, you go to jail. And I'm like, that's something that I can see being aimed at brothers very easily, because they'll just be like, oh look, oh, you got a YouTube channel, bang. Oh, you got posts talking about X, Y, Z, talking about the society, talking about the Bible. Because regardless, just talking about the Bible, because that's it's like the Southern Poverty Law Center kind of switching to focus in on these white nationalist guys, or whatever the hell. Them guys are also, a lot of them are Christians, man. A lot of them are Bible belters and that. So they're gonna, they're gonna tie them things up, and they're gonna come after the scriptures, and they're gonna come after brothers that's in the scriptures. So yeah, it's showing, hey, it's all gonna get locked off. Because as well, it's with the internet, these elites, they're being exposed. So and it's done been, the spirit's been on GMS for the longest, man. From the year the pushers going absolutely mobbing YouTube with videos upon videos upon videos. So many videos, man. It's insane. So yeah, that's why it's hey, it's yeah. Esau's gonna come for you know, for the net, because it's prophecy as well. So this is what judges have long been reluctant to ban anyone from the internet. A restriction that essentially cuts a person off from much of modern society, has been reserved mostly for accused and convicted pedophiles. Yeah, I was thinking, like, if you can't go on the net, that means your phone. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Your phone is literally going to be what, text messages and calls, and then oh no, maybe like Candy Crush. Actually, no, a lot of that shit's online. I don't even know if you'll be allowed a phone. You might have to get like a dumb phone or something. But yeah, it's kind of it's mad. So they might confiscate certain things, or I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of wild. But yeah, it's I'm not sure about the specifics. But it said what? But as toxic disinformation becomes an increasingly dangerous threat, and you know that's something they've been basically trying to do. It's like, anyone talking against XYZ, regardless of whether you're bringing out the truth or not, bringing out facts, then it's basically, you say certain things. YouTube's got algorithms. All these social media platforms have algorithms to detect these things, and then just a lot of times the shit would just get swatted. But it says what? But as toxic disinformation becomes an increasingly dangerous threat, driving domestic terrorism and violence, the courts are facing vexing new questions around how often and under what circumstances those accused of taking part should be taken offline altogether. Yeah, so it's kind of, they're building the what's the setting precedent of like what? Okay, so it's toxic disinformation. They say, okay, look, if a guy says X, Y, Z, they can just throw it under toxic disinformation. You know, these things are going to be expanded to, to have a wider scope. Because the same thing with YouTube. With YouTube, they said, I remember it was like they redid the community guidelines, so you couldn't say certain things. Then it was like algorithms started swatting certain things. Cool. Then it switched afterwards to like, okay, if you're talking about, this thing that goes around, you're talking about the max, certain words, certain keywords, then just bang, you're getting zapped. So it's all these things, they expand over time, and it's just that slow build up, man, that gradual build up to the point, getting to the point where the elites want. And that's what you said. That's why it's like they said, oh, they normally before they only did it for pedophiles. Now they've got this whole new what is it? Not even a box. This whole new kind of angle basically for justifying taking man offline. So it says we're heading into uncharted waters, said Nina Jankowicz, a fellow at the Wilson Center, a Washington think tank, where she studies disinformation. Given the threats we see continuing and the heightened alerts, it's clear things are not dissipating. That is why judges are making these calls. In the case of Bisignano, the ban might have been an easy one for the judge to make. The defendant asked for it. Her lawyer saw it as one of the few bargain chips. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not, well, that's interesting. So she asked for it to get out of jail. She probably have a lawyer, probably. Yeah, it says the lawyer saw it as one of the few bargaining chips. The capital rights suspect from California had to stay out of jail for now. Oh, but she was through anyway. But it sets a precedent to where later on, yeah. So if it weren't for social media, she wouldn't even be a defendant, said Bisignano's attorney, Charles Perua. She knows that is what got her jammed in the first place. Kind of baiting herself. So yeah, attorneys for others accused of taking part in the attack on the Capitol aggressively fighting restrictions, and judges are struggling with how far to take them. Prosecutors have moved to bar at least 5 defendants in the Capitol insurrection from going on social media platforms or even going online at all. According to a review of the court filings by the Times, these defendants are awaiting trial dates that will be months away as the Justice Department grapples with one of the most complex and all-consuming blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's they've basically got it's they're you find certain essentially you say certain things online, which that's going to be expanded to brothers if it doesn't already catch. Well, regardless, prophecies there, man. But yeah, it's that famine of the word. It's gonna come, man. It's a guarantee. You already had channels getting zapped. You had Esau doing what's it called? Not the like the kill switch. I think all Google services did it like once or twice. YouTube as well, just going down. These things are being tested, man. And it's like seeing how people respond, all that. So yeah, it's Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, the Most High Power, that will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Yeah, so that famine of the word, that the word not going out, that's coming. That's why it's like it's if you're still sitting on the fence, you don't really know what's going on. You ain't really sure about this word. You should already know. You should be looking to eat this roll, man, because it ain't gonna be around for too long. Only so much time to get this thing in, man. But yeah, let's see. Hey, family of word. It's approaching. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Yabashim Shabashim Shalom.